What's up guys, it's Ski. Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm gonna specifically teach you how to stay motivated throughout your entire fitness journey. Because I get a lot of DMs and a lot of comments on a daily basis of people saying, Ski, I don't know what to do when I lose motivation. I get you need to have discipline, but it's better to have motivation. What do I do on the days I feel low when I don't have motivation? How do I strike that fire up again? So I'm gonna teach you a couple ways you can do that in this video. So watch to the end so you can reap all the benefits from this video, and hopefully after this, reignite that fire in your chest and get yourself motivated again to chase whatever goal you're after. So, tip number one is gonna be use the internet. Now, what do I mean by this? It sounds kind of silly, but I'll give you my own personal example. I specifically use YouTube a lot. I constantly listen to motivational speeches. Don't laugh, but I literally watch anime music videos sometimes to hype me up because this is the stuff that resonates with me. You need to find the type of content to consume that actually lights a fire inside you. When you watch it, you get that warm feeling where you're like, man, I just want to hit the gym right now. Maybe for you, you need to watch a Trend Twins video and then you want to go lift heavy ass weight. Maybe you need to watch a ski mask video and then you want to get started on learning how to count calories. Whatever it is, find the content, use the internet, because there's a lot of motivational speakers. There's a lot of really influential people that give crazy advice. There's a lot of motivating videos. I like anime music videos a lot. So whatever the media is, if it's a speech, if it's a video, start using the stuff that's online to fire you up. It literally works. I used to watch Z's videos while I was on the treadmill all the time to help me get through my cardio, because for whatever reason, seeing montages of Z's just dancing around and being aesthetic used to fire me up, and I'd be like, I want to be like that. And every time I went to do cardio, I was motivated. So one is use the internet. Tip two is going to be set a goal. Make sure you actually have a legitimate goal and not something short term. Not like I want to gain 5 pounds this month. No, set a long-term goal. Like I'm talking at least 6 months from now, you want to do X. Maybe you want 225 bench, 315 bench, 405 squat. Like set a long-term goal and then work backwards from it. And it's going to take a long time. That's the best part, because if you have your eyes on the prize constantly and it is a goal that's far out, you'll constantly have that on your mind. So until you hit that goal, you're gonna always have that motivation, like, man, one day I want to get to this point. I need to get to this point. Like Damien the fat ass on YouTube just had his 405 bench goal that he just hit, and he's been doing that for 2 years or longer, I believe. So set a long-term goal, and that way it'll motivate you to keep pushing even on the days you don't want to, because you understand you have a long way to go to get to that point. And without a goal, you have no way of measuring progress. At that point, you're not progressing, you're literally just wandering. 3 is visualize the end goal. How is this different from the last one? Because the last one is more about having the goal. 3 is visualizing life after you reach that goal. So don't just have the goal in mind, but after you achieve said goal, maybe it's that 405 bench, maybe it's that 6% body fat, whatever it is, how is life gonna be? Are people gonna treat you different? Are your friends gonna respect you more? Are you gonna get way more chicks? Is your dad finally gonna say, son, I'm proud of you? Like, what is life gonna be like? Because the reason we have these goals is because we most likely think that there's gonna be something amazing that happens that comes with it, right? Most people, they don't think about, oh, the person I'm gonna become on the way there is amazing. I mean, hopefully you do think that way, because that's really good, but most of the time you think something crazy is gonna happen in the end. And so what is it? Visualize it. Are you gonna become a millionaire? Are you gonna start a YouTube channel? Like, what's gonna happen after you hit this goal? After you reach your goal, are people gonna be nicer to you? Are you gonna be more confident? Just really, really think about the end and visualize it hardcore, as detailed as possible. Visualize how you're gonna feel, how people are gonna look at you, how they're gonna treat you. Be as detailed and specific as possible. You're gonna daydream and it's gonna fire you up so hard, you're gonna literally wanna go to the gym right after this video. Tip 4 is, again, goal-oriented. Simplify your goal into actionable steps. If you picked a massive goal, like myself, for example, I want to hit 1 million subs, or I want to cut to 6% body fat naturally. You don't just get there accidentally. How the frick are you going to do it? Set it up into small, actionable goals. By week, by month, by couple months, you need to be doing this to be on track. You need to do this every day. You need to make sure you hit this milestone this week. Get to that, think of the end goal and work backwards until where you are today, and then retrace those steps. How do I get to the end goal? Be as detailed as possible. Make small stepping stones along the way. You need to have as many milestones as you can, aka if you play video games, these are called checkpoints, right? And what happens when you hit the checkpoint? You save your game so you don't lose progress. This is the same concept, okay? Create checkpoints so that on your way to beating the game, you're beating levels on the way there. So be as detailed as possible and make sure you have actionable steps, okay? That's the best way to not lose motivation and not feel like you're doing all this for nothing. Really quick, guys, before we get to the fifth and final and one of the best tips ever, if you want to support the channel, please use code SKI on Regiment Co for some jewelry like I'm wearing, or on anything on Huge Supplements. We just got the Huge Supplement sponsor, which I'm super hyped about, so that'll get you 10% off if you use code SKI on Huge, 15% off if you use it for some jewelry. You can support this channel if you use my codes. It'll go back into me making higher quality, more valuable videos for you guys to keep you entertained and keep delivering the serious value. So with that being said, let's get into tip number 5, which I am literally stealing this from a Hamza video if you're familiar with him, because I think it's such a great tip. If you haven't seen it, then I need to spread the message to you, which is, specifically if you're a guy, relate it to females. Now, what exactly does this mean? A lot of guys get in the gym literally with one goal in mind, which is just to get more chicks, bro. Like, I feel like every guy goes through that phase in their life. You know, there's always the exception. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the general population, right? The rule, not the exception, which is most guys go, man, if I want to get more chicks, maybe I should get in the gym. And so relate your goal to females. Literally think to yourself, if I get this bench, or if I get jacked, if I get this shredded, it'll probably help me get more girls. And the reason this is useful is because honestly, sexual energy is, like, if not the most, one of the most powerful forms of energy that you can cultivate as a young man. And please don't cancel me for this, not to be inappropriate or anything, but dude, sexual energy is so powerful that it literally causes people to commit crimes because they can't control their sexual energy. Okay, if you know what I'm getting at, like, that's how strong it is. So if you can reroute that sexual energy into a goal, then it should be a piece of cake. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get shredded, to get more chicks. At one point in my life, that was the reason I was doing it as well. So use that as motivation. If that's what you want to do, fine. Who cares, bro? If you want to go get all the baddies, if you want the goth mommies, freaking do it, bro. Use that as motivation, okay? Use that sexual energy and reroute it into burning desire to achieve your fitness goals. Leave any other tips that you guys have that have helped you stay motivated in the comment section. If you liked any of these or disliked any of them, let me know in the comments. And you know, if anything else that's different has helped you in the past, share your story in the comments. Let us know what kept you motivated on your fitness journey. This is Ski Mask Duets signing out. Let's create the best version of ourselves to give to the world, all right? Peace.
You know, guys, this is the thing that sucks about motivation, though, is, you know, it's good to have it. You're not always going to have it. And one day you're going to wake up and you're not going to want to eat clean. You're not going to care about working out. You're not going to care about getting work done. You're going to want to go smoke weed. You're going to want to do cocaine. You're going to want to go get Jack in the Box and get a munchie meal at midnight. So, you know, eventually the motivation does die off. I just want you to be mentally ready for when that happens, because one day you'll wake up, you won't care about your goals anymore, and in that moment, you need to make the decision to still get up and do it anyways.